Now this is Transition Worthing's third annual Seed Swap Sow and Grow Fair, and previously we've held it in Tarring in the old Bishop's Palace, and this year we've got it at Oak Grove College, which is a lovely local school that does a lot with horticulture. Two reasons for growing more. One is because we are having global to local problems with food supply, and will do more in the future. So we want to encourage people to have fun and to grow a lot more of their own food in an urban environment. And Worthing, as you know and I know, used to be famous for its tomatoes and its local produce, which was all produced by nurseries and market gardens, shipped up to London, even abroad to America. So what we want to do is to encourage people to come back in our urban space, now covered by bricks and concrete, but to be able to do it in the smaller spaces of their own back gardens, or window boxes, or balconies, whatever.
We're part of something called Food for Life as well, which is a nationwide initiative to try and, I suppose, get more fruit and vegetable growing into the school curriculum, so that children have a better understanding of where their food comes from and how it's grown. I think some people are very concerned with what you can and can't put into a compost heap, and you mustn't do this, you've got to have equal amounts of green waste and brown waste, and well, we don't really discriminate, so we just put it all in the box, and then each term each one of the three big boxes gets moved along one.
I'm promoting today the Cortis Wildlife Garden and the Eccleston Windmill permaculture plot, and I've been to both, doing a bit in both as well. Started up our own keyhole plot, the permaculture plot. But what's really been nice about it, I think, is talking to people about it is the key thing. Because some people have heard of it, haven't come to these things before, but for other people it's completely new.
Yeah. Simon, this is Ryan. Staff Simon, we'd like to say what we've done here today.
We've been cooking lamb stew, rabbit stew, all fresh, butchers and sausage.
And did people say they liked it?
Yes, they loved it.
What did they like about it?
It's rich.
Rich, nice, good flavours.
Yeah, we took it out to the tables and
Okay.
you serve the sweets, you serve it into a container which has a lid on top, and take it away.
All right, so very good and hot.
The message I wanted to get over was that you can cook things which are maybe a little bit cheaper than you buy in the supermarket, but if you spend some time with them, you can create a really good dish, and you can use things which maybe have become out of fashion. So one of the dishes we did today was a rabbit casserole, and we've used local Downland rabbit for that, and we also used some of the beer from the Harvest Brewery in Lewes, and we've used vegetables which we've got from some of the local sort of greengrocers. We've used Browns, who's superb, and we've got some from Pixies as well. So what we're trying to do here is use as much local produce as we can, and to look at how we can cook sustainably as well. With some of these students, I mean, you work in the gardens, don't you?
Yeah.
You've done some work in the garden. We've created a lot of a very large herb garden out there, which we use for our cooking. And we try and grow as much as we can, and if we can't get resource the equipment or the food we need, we'll buy it in locally. So I think it's been a tremendous day. Colby Nursery have been very good to us, because they've supplied a lot of the young herb seedlings we've planted, and I see this growing. I'd like to see our school sort of at the centre of sort of Worthing and the outlying sort of areas of Worthing, and tying in as many local producers to help the school, and we can use their produce as well, and we can look at sort of a more sustainable way of living, really, because the way we are actually living at the moment, I don't think is sustainable if we look at, for example, population growth and the resources of fish at the moment, which are dwindling. We need to look at alternative ways of actually sort of living.
For the boys who've been working with us today, helping out, they're doing what they would do through the week with Guy. They're improving their cooking skills, but crucially, I think they're thinking about the ingredients they're using. As Guy's already explained, we try to use locally sourced produce as far as possible. So we're making that link all the time. Also, of course, they've had an opportunity to interact with the public. They've been handling money. They've been, practicing their sort of customer relation skills, if you like. on another level, I think that it really reinforces a lot of the work that we do here in terms of encouraging students generally to understand more about, you know, where what we eat comes from.
I think it's important for our students because actually they've got to understand about sustainability, about the environment, and in relation to Worthing, there is a huge number of horticultural land-based jobs in this local area. So for our students to understand the importance of having a diverse ecosystem actually enables them to be able to take part in that vocational opportunities.
So we need, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on our natural environment, so we need to grow more trees, basically. And if you go into the hall, Thomas à Becket Middle School are actually demonstrating the right way to plant a tree, and you can take a tree back with a little pledge certificate to put it somewhere sensible if you want to. And the Sussex Wildlife Trust are in there showing people how to sow vegetable seeds and flowers for bee seeds. So that was our other big aim. I think it's like a community web, isn't it, that's building up based on food security.